viewers, welcome to our lecture series on tourism. In this episode, we are concentrating on the topic Human Resource Management, which comes under the paper Tourism Development. The topic can be studied under the 5 subheadings. They are Nature and Scope of HRD, Significance of HRD, Aims and Objectives of HRD, Tourism and HRD Ministry, Strategies to meet challenges. Let us start with the first one, Nature and Scope of HRD. In recent years, increasing relevance is being made on the development of human resources in the process of socio-economic advancement. Human resource is one of the basic inputs as well as an active factor of production. Human resource is of paramount importance for the success of any organization. Different individuals exhibit similar and dissimilar patterns of behavior. They have their own set of needs, drives, goals and experiences. Management should be aware of their requirements. Manpower management is the most crucial job. Proper human resource management will enhance efficiency and performance of people at work. In any society, economic development and prosperity depends upon industrial advancement, which is possible through an optimum combination and utilization of the factors of production, especially its human factor, which is undoubtedly the most important. Human resource development is of vital importance in an service industry like tourism. People engage in this trade deal with people and cater to their needs. They are the ones which determine the quality of the product offered to the tourist. Millions of rupees are spent on building infrastructure, but it is the service personnel who alone can make them come alive. It is they who create the ambience that lures or repels the tourists. A lot therefore depends on the right selection, training and development of the personnel engaged in the tourist services. It has acquired special importance in case of tourism and travel management, as individual to individual contacts are more vital in creating permanent and better image in the minds of tourists coming with specific perceptions and motivation. Scope of HRD. The scope of human resource management is extremely wide. It varies from one organization to another and from one country to another. Different authorities on management include different functions in the scope of human resource management. We can summarize them as follows. Procurement. Procurement includes recruitment and selection of right person for right job in the organization. Training and development. Training and development is must to prepare the worker gaining proficiency in the methods and techniques of work assigned to them. Employees' participation in various committees, conferences, conventions and expos may also contribute towards their development. Job analysis and job description. Job analysis and job description involves the studies of job requirements of an organization and assignment of well-defined functions to jobs so that qualified employees may be hired. Remuneration. Provision of adequate remuneration for the work done by an employee involves job analysis and job evaluation. It includes determining wage rates, incentive systems of wage payment, merit rating and performance appraisal. Personnel records. The function of personnel records includes collection of biodata of all employees pertaining to their work, example, training, job performance, payment, etc. Coming to the next one, significance of HRD. The success of the tourism industry primarily depends on whether or not a country can upgrade the level of training for those engaged in the tourism industries, while at the same time design new training approaches for those entering the industry. Consequently, education and training will play an important role in developing professionalism in tourism, which is necessarily a people-to-people business. The introduction of the professional courses in travel and tourism in the mainstream of university education in India represents the major step towards imparting knowledge and developing skills oriented to the nature and needs of the travel and tourism industry. These are helping to overcome the constraint of lack of formally structured tourism education programs in the country. Therefore, the Government of India appointed the National Committee on Tourism observed that in the absence of any training facilities worth the name in the travel and tourism trade, the outrun of trained personnel is meagre. The requirements of personnel in this area have been placed at 2,000 to 6,000 per year. Aims and objectives of HRD. To develop the individual intellectually as well as materially, to enable him to lead a fuller life by developing his capacity to learn and earn. To enhance the contributions of individuals which can make in the collective tourism endeavour, which is needed to enlarge the availability of services which the nation as a whole needs. To acquire or sharpen capabilities required to perform various obligations in the tourism sector and the tasks and functions associated with their present or expected future roles. To develop an organizational culture in which supervisors and subordinate relationship, teamwork and collaboration among different subunits is strong and contribute to the organizational wealth, dynamism, professional well-being, motivation and pride of the employees in travel and tourism organizations. To impart knowledge and develop skills oriented to the nature and needs of the travel and tourism industry for present and future needs. Coming to functions of HRD. There are two types of functions which the human resource manager is supposed to do are as managerial function. Management aims at getting things done by other. Managerial functions deal with planning, organizing, directing, coordinating and controlling the activities of employees in an enterprise. These functions are discussed as follows. First one, planning. Planning is a difficult task which is determination of strategies, programs, policies and procedures to accomplish organizational objectives. In the context of personnel management, it requires the determination of human resource needs. Second one is the organizing. Organizing is the process of allocating the task among its members for achieving organizational objectives. Next is directing. Directing is concerned with initiation of organized action and stimulating the people to work. It does not mean only issuing orders to employees but also ensures that they perform as per the directions. The employees are also given instructions for carrying out their task. Fourth one is the coordinating. A coordinated approach will help in achieving common goals. Coordination of personnel is required at all levels of management. Personnel department coordinates the task of developing, interpreting and reviving personnel policies and programs related to employees. Controlling. Controlling is the act of checking, regulating and verifying whether everything occurs as per the standards set and plans adopted. The performance of persons is regularly reviewed to find out whether it is going to according to the standards or not. Next type of function is operative functions. First one, procurement. This function relates to the procuring of sufficient and appropriate number of persons for carrying out business work. It is concerned with the number of persons necessary to accomplish organizational goals. Development. The development function is concerned with the development of employees by increasing their skill and proficiency in work. Employees are given proper training through various methods so that their performance is better in undertaking their jobs. Compensation. The personnel manager has to consider various factors while fixing the remuneration wise basic needs, requirements of the jobs, legal provisions, financial capacity of the firm, performance rating, etc., so that compensation should be fixed in such a way that is able to attract and retain suitable persons in the organization. Integration. It involves infusing among employees a sense of belongingness to the enterprise. The employees should identify their personal interest with that of the organization. This will bring about harmony of interest both of employees and the organization. Coming to Tourism and HRD Ministry. It has been the endeavour of the Ministry of Tourism to put in place a system of training and professional education with necessary infrastructural support capable of generating manpower sufficient to meet the needs of hospitality industry both qualitatively and quantitatively. Institutes of Hotel Management comprising of 21 central, 8 state and 12 private institutes of hotel management and 5 foodcraft institutes following National Council's course curriculum which have come up with the support of the ministry. These institutes were set up as autonomous societies with specific mandate to impart or conduct hospitality education or training in hospitality skills. Training programs. Training programs in the field of hotel management, catering and nutrition were initiated by Government of India in the year 1962 under the Department of Food, Ministry of Agriculture. To begin with, 4 institutes of hotel management, catering technology and applied nutrition were set up at New Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. In order to harness the resources and also to provide a central thrust to the program, Ministry of Tourism also established the National Council for Hotel Management and Catering Technology in the year 1982. As a result of vast expansion and modernization of the country's hospitality industry, hotel management and catering education programs gained tremendous popularity and the profile of students seeking admission to these courses also underwent a transformation. As a result, courses offered by the National Council are of international standard which have been recognized by the hospitality industry. Problems with HRD. It will be necessary to train workers to appreciate the limits of modern equipment. Otherwise, it will result in equipment breakdowns. There is a need to educate tourism, both managers and union leaders, in the intricacies of developing and operating a modern industrial system. Tourism organizations will have to develop relevant, realistic and fair methods for objectively evaluating the performance of employees at all levels. Tourism organizations which do not have effective and comprehensive training programs will find it difficult to adopt and grow. Infrastructure deficiencies will severely hamper some operations and totally cripple others. Numerous decision activities will be hampered by a growing shortage of relevant, reliable and timely statistical data on both the micro and macro levels. Pressures for more efficient allocation and utilization of organizational resources will require the use of far more effective techniques in such tourism areas as job design, cost analysis and productivity measurement. Coming to strategies to meet challenges. HRD is a system approach to managing human beings in the organizational context. HRD has a unique way of working in which each of its components are so well equipped with the other that ignoring anyone will not fulfill the desired objectives. HRD does not only mean a wide range of strategies for improvement of human resources, but it is actually concerned with vitalizing, activating and renewing an organizational though human resources with special emphasis on the prevailing patterns of activities, attitude, values, etc. of formal and informal systems. It is an essential function of management and prerequisites for its success we should consider the following points. Human resource planning. Human resource planning maintains and improves the organization's ability to achieve its goal by developing strategies that will lead to optimum contribution of human resources to the firm. Recruitment and selection. Recruitment refers to the process of searching for prospective employees and encouraging them to apply for jobs in an organization, while selection procedure refers to secure relevant information about an applicant. The selection of employees involves certain important steps like job analysis followed by the preparation of the job description and man specification, determination of the success of recruitment, preparation of the application form, conducting the interview, placing the applicant through tests according to necessity, checking the references, conducting the medical examination of the applicant, etc. Training and development. The present system of training and development programs suffers from several weaknesses both in quantitative and qualitative dimensions. Ability is a prerequisite to achievement, but unless this ability is built in, motivated, schooled and properly guided towards achievement of specific objectives, goals will not be fulfilled. Formal training programs in our country are excessively traditional and frequently of little operational value. Some are only system maintenance and are not directed towards HRD. The emphasis should be laid on scientific and objective training to trainers and trainees. Reward system. A reward attracts a worker's attention and stimulates him to work more productively. An incentive program is most frequently based on monetary rewards but may also include non-monetary rewards too. In a country like India, the role of financial incentives as a primary tool for motivating workers cannot be overemphasized. The efficiency of a worker is very low and needs to be raised. Reward system can play an important role in improving his efficiency, but this system will not be effective unless a careful planning is done and implemented. Performance appraisal system. HRD looks at performance appraisal system as a tool to help employees to overcome his weakness, improve his strengths and contribute to the growth and development of an employee. It is essential to evaluate the potential of the employee so that he may take up responsibility of the higher level also. Performance appraisal also aims at identifying whether a change of duties is advisable and finding out whether this could be linked with salary revisions. Career development and counseling. Career counseling and short duration programs should be organized frequently for updating the knowledge and skills of the employees at the grassroots and supervisory levels, majorly in hospitality sector, which is frequently changing. It is essential to increase opportunities for internal mobility and the development of career ladders. Organizational culture and effectiveness. The organizational effectiveness is the outcome of the interplay of the elements such as the external variables, the internal variables and the HRD climate in the organization. External variables, that is environment, technology, availability of the resources, nature of business and government policies, etc. are beyond the control of any organization. Internal variables such as personal policies, financial position, management styles, previous history of business, etc. are boundary walls for the organization in which it grows. The HRD climate is the third important element which influences the achievement of organizational effectiveness. Coming to the conclusion, HRD is the recruitment, selection, development, utilization and accommodation of human resource by organization. Students, thank you for watching this episode. We will meet in the future chapter. Till then, take care. Thank you.